Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello again, this is a new PSA for Hello Kitty Island Adventure for the City Town DLC. Unfortunately, the frame rate is a little harsh on the eyes, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, there is a moment where there was some flashing. It's not as bad as what the Wheatheart Wonderland DLC used to have, but I just want to keep this up here and out there just in case if you're one who is sensitive to those kinds of things. And of course, hopefully in the future it will be patched, and thus this may be not relevant to the newer times, but I may keep this up all the same. But of course, as always, please enjoy the video starting now. Let's go ahead and jump in Hello Kitty Island Adventure today. We are still rocking that lemon, which again, I don't know why we're rocking it longer than what feels like a year ago, which, you know, give or take, but I'm down. And maybe, who knows, maybe it'll actually change once it really hits summer and just stay the other way. Dun dun dun! Instead of switching back and forth. But, speaking of going back and forth, we'll see how much we have to go around and about, back and forth to and fro places, because of course, there's not a lot to do. And to behold, to be had. But, we do our best. So let's actually also double check, of course, the main event, if you will. Which is, yeah, the quest, sorry. Bad habit. So, who wants that? You want that. Portrait. Coffee. Get that photo. And, again, I don't really understand it if there's no point of growth in friendship. But maybe that's just me. But again, nothing really happening today. And we have to wait till tomorrow, which I will report back in the next part about if someone said hello or someone didn't say anything at all. Because again, my luck is pretty abysmal when it comes to visitors. Let's see though, how do I want to do this again? Because over there. Might as well. Oh, but even though it may not be worth it. Snazzy. There's a cone. We can get other cones. Well, there we have it. I don't know if I want other cones. But noted that that's where they can appear. Okay. I also got a fish. Let's actually switch it up. Right. And let's also do this. Nothing. I could get others to have at least one spare, as it were, in case I wanted to put them in homes. Cabins. Cabins are homes. But I don't really invest in that. Nice. Again, why is the other one just physically impossible? Wish I knew. Huh, I actually just thought of something. Oh yeah, we don't have to give her gifts anymore either, because the last time I got the character hat. Huh. Alright, I'll stop doing more things here, but we will be back just with a different character is all. This. I thought of something. I gotta double check other things though. My mind is swirling with ideas. Why do you hate? We can finish this out. Fantastic. Or should I say fantastic? Huh? They were also walking very oddly, but what? Well, I guess who needs to put them in a category? I don't need to know. I can leave it a mystery. It's a full house in here. He is freaking out. Thank you. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just go over here. Okay. I do not know. But I fear it is far down. I'm also not sure about other pieces that I've gotten. But here we go. Oh, right. Here we go. Oh, I forget how this works. My mind gets a little confused. But there. I'm just letting it casually just arrive in our inventory. And then same with this one. We'll just do that. Whoa! Okay. Then we got this snazzy piece. Wow. That is something of options. Little confused, but that's okay. That one doesn't look half bad. I do wish there was an undershirt or something. I mean, if you want to show off the belly, be my guest, but I prefer... That is all. Okay, as for bottoms... I know I did a lot of this. Yeah. Oops. Black City shorts? Sure. Didn't get those. Again, it really boils down to the colors. Less so about the actual pieces themselves. Curious. Did I already do that one? Yeah, I did, I guess. Okay. Moving on to hats. I do have spares of others. Meanwhile, not so much in the way of spares. This one... I do not know why. Was it an accident? No. Was it on purpose? Was I horsing around? I guess.
Is this gonna make my inventory unmanageable? No! Did I miscount? Maybe. Who's to say? Don't look. Don't look. Okay. I wonder... Oh yeah, there are. You know, I forgot about that because they did do that with some of the pieces. And I haven't really thought about it. Also, I'll just ignore that that's clipping. But there are other colors. Like more colors than what there were before. Oh, nuts, dude. I did not think about that until just now. And not because the icon is there. No. But just because. Now, obviously, some of them don't have anything. And that's completely fine. Also, this is part of the event. I would say some of these are pretty sweet. Some of these lack the correct showing of color. Huh. Bizarre. What about you? You just have your own colors. Okay. Interesting. Now, I also could be mistaken and just never made them the colors. That's possible. Now I get why it also clips, but I wish it didn't. By the way. Fantastic. Aha! Should double check some of the other outfits I have. Darn it. Unfortunately, though, too, I'm a little poor. And that doesn't help anything. Okay. I have not really gotten any extras except for the one we just got. There's a lime one. Crazy. All the options, all the possibilities, all the extra colors they added. It's like these. I should check them. There are other colors. I repeat, there are other colors. Oh yeah, and then this event business. I'm trying to remember why I even have two. I guess I had them and then that's what happened. Makes sense to me. What would I know? Though, because I don't pay attention. Just like these. That's a little extra. Gotta love the event pieces, though. Especially when you only have a specific amount and then you totally forget. So yeah, I know we looked at some of these already. Again, event pieces. Some of these event pieces we can dye, other ones we can't. I'm still on the fence about that and wish they had a better visual on it. Let's go lilac. Gotta bring that in, you know? And I'm just gonna double check again just to be sure. I'm scrolling a little fast. Perfect. I want to double, triple check some things. Okay, yeah, again, those. No. Oh, shoot. I guess, actually... yeah, and then these, no, they're done. Like those are done. Which one was I thinking of? I guess it wouldn't be up here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Like again, this could work so much better. But alas, they half did it, half didn't, and it's very, very particular. And that's what drives me nuts. It's like, oh yeah, you customized it? Well, guess what? You can customize this one again. And it's just like, but I don't want to customize it again. And like, it tells you which colors, but it just confuses the heck out of me. That's the different problem that this game has. It's actually going to be here for this. Yes. Dang. And they were like, no, we're not going to add any more to those. Curses. But these, they did. That explains why we got one. Okay. And then I feel like they probably added in more colors to those, but fine. I got my answer for my favorite outfit. Tragedy. But that's okay. Where to go? I guess actually be my melodies. Whoops. Phase right through them. Oh. I also have something really funny to say about our lovely knoll out there. We're good. Now, I usually don't think anything of it, to be fair. But right, so he faces us like that. But then more or less, when we talk to him, nope. So this was brought to their attention, which I think is funny, and that they're gonna look into it. But then this isn't the only knoll that looks away. But who knows in the future? May we actually have the knoll face us in our time of need versus turning away. But I just thought that was funny. As a the thing to note. I mean, could I brought it up? Sure. Is it something that bothers me? Nah. It's a choice. Do I still need you? I guess. So we're gonna do this little number while also doing this extra number. Almost forgot that you were over here, my dude. So that didn't do anything. We're gonna bring that back just for fun. Do I need backup attention, or would they distract me? Would distract from all the bee? You know? Those are the real questions. Dang it. Fine. I'm always like, do I want it to happen there? To that flower? Not like I really have a choice. This also really didn't do much. Okay. Now the next bit. I guess we could go here to do this number. I'll actually go over here to switch it up for traveling. Not that it matters. And of course, we'll be back later. Do my favorite thing. OMG! That's why I'm shocked. It worked. Whatever. I'm also more bitter because I'm like, you know, it could just be better. But no, game is like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna troll over here. I almost said what I needed, but again, I will refrain from spoilers. But I know what spoilers there are. And it's bad. That's not what I need though, bro. Oh. Of course. I just wish they weren't as painful. That's all. I hate that they're kind of a pain in that. And I just am not a fan of it. That's like the hardest one for me. Too. Nothing happens over there. No. So weird. Okay. I can't believe the place where I don't really need it, of course, did its thing. And then the place where I need it to happen is nothing. Silence. That's all that's there. Nothing but silence. Maybe I should have left more spaces here. Oh, sweet Lord. I'm a little overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie. My mind is like destroyed by all that has transpired. But huzzah. Oh no. And then this did its thing, and this did its thing over here, which is great. Some of these I did have to replant. Oh my gosh, I'm getting overwhelmed. That's not it. I thought I was on the flower. Dude. Sea foam? Oh gosh. I mean, magic has worked again. But why has it sucked so bad at the same time? I'm still bothered by it. Like, inherently. I'm bothered. What I mean by that is because I've had not the best of luck without having her as a companion. What am I even doing? It's gonna take me forever to get over there. And plus I gotta do the other thing to get over here anyways. So... Huh. That's mysterious. So my point is I've just been uninvested. But that used to not be the case. But then I guess I was... Whether the... I'm just bitter. It's more that I just don't like the idea of having to have DLC companion to have flowers actually do something, because I don't think that's fair for people who can't afford. And while the seed bit and fertilizer bit is great, trying to remember. It's like... Is that it? I guess. Well, it's great to have when you need it most. It really sucks. Of course. When you want the flowers. To do their thing. And the visual was a great addition. Because before that there was no visual to know that something was happening. I'm just like, why? I could get all that. Look at the light. This is gonna be wild. Yep. I've taken out the biggest patch. I forgot I even put that there. Okay. There's not a lot of days left. That's okay. I'm just gonna have fun with it. Like I said, I'm not super serious about this stuff. And some of this stuff doesn't even do what I want it to do. Put you there too. Party, party. Just go wild with it. No sense of rhyme or reason. It's not even in their season. It's just for the other flowers. Because I don't have everything I need anyways. That was the last one, so it's gonna put me back to the top, of course. Forgetting when I got these seeds. And yes, I know I'm looking at the seeds as well as everything else here. It's just everything. I don't think I have. I thought I had. Just do that too. Plenty of sea foam. Let's bring this back. We're just gonna put you there. Again, not a lot left, and some of these are not gonna do anything because it's not their season. Air quotes. But I don't care. This whole business is difficult. And of course, I like to have fun with it. No rhyme or reason. guess actually could do that, and then it's gonna put us here. Do that too. The other one, or where is the other one? Yeah. Sure. Which was this? It's just a red one. I think I'm noticing that something else is in here, but maybe that's because it makes sense for it not to be here. I'll put it to Leah. This is just being a wild set. Hot pink, and then there's magenta. Sure. Again, it's just gonna be a wild array. For the heck of it. And then of course there's plenty of space for whatever the game wants to do. Which, out of desperation, maybe it's worth it. Again, not quite set up in the way that it could be, but I'm okay with it. So, that is my flower arrangement. Maybe ugly, maybe not. Definitely is. I almost forgot, though, that I did mess with this area as well. Wrong music. I am leaving that there. Is anything gonna happen? Probably not. Am I gonna hope for something? Sure, sure. Okay. I think that takes care of everything that I wanted to do out there. So, of course, that does leave the one thing that I've personally left for this lovely moment in time. And yes, of course, if you missed it, if you skipped it, I did decorate some of the knolls in attire. Not all of them, though, because I just wasn't sure what to give them. I felt at a loss, but I did think of one. I didn't see it in the lineup, so maybe I missed it because I got distracted, which is entirely possible. But the fact that we can buy more does leave one to the imagination. But basically, anytime I also look at this list, I get confused because I swear it looks different when I look at it versus like here versus like at the dye station. I could be seeing things. I don't really understand the order, other than it seems like, right, the DLC stuff is further down, but then some of this is not. We created these, and then these are just randomly throwing them in here. I don't really get it. And then also more that we made, and then this is down here for some reason. It doesn't make any sense to me. But what I was looking for was not here. What? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's with a purple background. What was I missing? I want to make sure. So sorry, I'm gonna go back. But I had the idea later on about this one. I didn't say anything out loud about it, but I wanted to give it the cone because of the water. It's like a caution cone, but that's the problem. That is not screaming, and I see that egg there that I left. Caution. necessarily. And yeah, see, then this is the order that it starts with. And it's just like, what? Because, of course, these are ones that we can customize. All the rest of those we couldn't. I get that. Still confuses me. With everything else it throws in. I do wish there were more color customizations for this. And again, what I mean by that is that they were solid colors, just with some, you know, shadows and highlights. And then you like look here and it's like, wait a minute. The answer is clear. It's that you can't. And then it's like, but why can't I buy more? Where else would I want to put them? And the answer that you would say to me is maybe you want to. And I'm like, but why can't we? Also, I missed this. Whoops. Whoopsies. But I'm still gonna hold out on the one that looks exactly like the rest. And the game is like, ho ho ho, no no no, that cannot be, that cannot do. Almost forgot there was a solid one for that. But yeah, it's so bizarre. And then again, that's why I'm like, okay, at this point, then have it to be the backgrounds or something. But wow. You're telling me in a city. That's wild. But sure. I guess, you know, depending on the city, there really isn't anything to worry about here. Why would you need a caution cone? But like, I think it would be cool. And it's like, that's a traffic. Yeah, but then that's where you have a caution yellow dye option. Orange? Green? Again, I did not realize they just sat outside. After a certain point. Let alone sitting inside. What? I've been going in here and it's been empty. I don't understand. Anyways. My bad for not paying attention enough, I guess. Did I do the thing that I did not mean to do? I think I might have. Whoopsies. Before I begin... Yeah, no, you're... What? Are you just there? Hello? But then you're not there? What is happening? It's like clearly in the shop. They did change who was out here. What is going on, dude? Nope, he's just there. But if I go to the shop, then he's there. That happens because it can't register. But then he's not. Oh, that's freaky. Anyways, learning more and more about this game and what it does. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of how this has worked out, but that's fine. So, of course. Before I begin this, I actually want to show this first. So, we are at an even 600 orders total. That is, I have taken 600 orders. Last time we reached the day limit, which again is 100. It used to be less, if you can believe it. And then they're like, full send it to 100. So, we're at a lovely level 32. Let's see how it goes down and thus reaching, hopefully, level 33. There we have it. 33. We get those sectionals. Let's freaking go. But more importantly, how many orders was that? Okay. That was 50. Wow. 50. Keep that in mind. Okay. Now again, there were days that I did not. So, you could definitely do this very easily. So is that how much it takes? Because then I want to get to the next level. But it will cap us. So, we will go. Of course, it will all be a blur. For we're just gonna be at the next level. But all the same, we will then have taken 100 orders in a day. So, of course, until we reach level 34. There we go. We did it. That is still so messed up, dude. See, this is why I couldn't, and then it's just like, okay, but I can close it. Thank you so much. Everyone leave. Be gone. Figure out how to use a door. Why are you staring into my soul? Thank you so much. Okay. So, yes, I understand. I closed it this time, because last time I didn't. But there we have it. Again, it is dumb that it does that. Because we can't really, like, you know, revel in this beautiful, momentous occasion. So, with that in mind, to finish it out, I might actually extend it just so that we can have it be like, ta-da! Like a little bit more like that versus it just being, that's it for you. But again, the amount you can do in a day is taking 100 orders. So take it or leave it. But then that means I'll have to wait a bit longer for this to be completed, but that's fine. Whatever. In fact, I might even do it on some downtime. But that is all there is to be said and all to be done. Again, not the most exciting, but I did say I would leave the finale piece, of course, in. So that means for the last part, there'll be at least 50 orders. So in turn, I could always leave in the last final 2, but again, they're not doing much for me. But okay, what do you actually just reimagine, which again is like the most pointless ability, and then just cooking stations. I could play for free. You should really have another companion ability that is involved with the gaming. Other than that, you're the one that really has the minigames, so... Picking up items, of course, which is the lowest % chance that could ever be. Walk speedier for critters. Climb faster. Do I actually want to have you for anything that is a ticket? I don't think so. I don't think there's a reason. Now, I don't need the rewards to be reimagined or anything, so I guess I don't really need you. So, I don't even remember how much I have. I'll pick this up. Let's go to the bar. $40. I have not done the math, but you know, the numbers are speaking for themselves. So again, there are only 3 games here in this lovely arcade, which I partially forgot. This is my least favorite. This one you can zone out to. This one you do need to pay attention to and does give, I believe, the most, if you care. Which, you know, makes sense because it's probably the more that you put in effort. This one, yeah, you put in effort if you're good at it. And stuff I'm not very good at. But I don't feel like sorting and I don't really feel like running. As strange as that may sound. So, we also have plenty of coins. Oh, nuts. Maybe? Not for that, though. Darn it! Because all this is not sealed the same way. It's so over. Terrible. And I'm not one for these. Oh, even this too. They say this is easy. Probably just see it right in front of your eyes and I'm just... You get one. How in the world? It's like you're timed. This is awful. Shoot. That would be terrible. That doesn't work. Oh gosh. Oh. That was... Nope. Just nope. Oh no. Happy. Nuts, dude. The way it has to go around in all those circles. Darn. Ah! Ugh, nope. Okay. But where the heck does that go? To itself? This one, though. The heck, man? Oops. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, the worst. Okay. Better. Okay. I think I guess the reason why I gravitate towards this, even though I still don't like it out of all the games, is at least it still feels more so different. Whereas some of these, I just feel like the same. Thing. And that is not as fun for me. You just do the same things. Which, I mean, they do vary, though, of course. Like, the other one does vary, but just need more. Need more variation. Oh, gosh. How? Oh, jeez. It's too much. It's too free! Heck, man. Like, what? $23. I'm fine. But technically the male one does have you on a timer. So, this one does not. The only thing that's frustrating is just how you have to go clockwise. Try up the ante. What the heck, man? What even is this? I've upped the ante too far. I've flown too close. No. Dang it, dude. It still won't complete it. Frick! No! No! I mean, that's like... This is bad. Okay. 20. That's when you know it's bad. Oh, nuts. Two over. Gosh, darn it. It was so far of a turn. Oh, shoot. Dang it. No. Ah. Don't look at the hideous attempts. Well, it's bad too. Okay. No, it's this one. Ah! Oh, 4 more. Every time. Than what it's supposed to be. That's not helpful. Nope. That's not helpful either. Oh gosh, that's so bad. Dang, dude. Ugh. Overthought it. Terrible. Ah. Goodness gracious. Why are all these capped? Okay. How many? Got it right on cue. Let's go. New high score. Great. You feel like a pro? Hell no. Like a loser? Yes. I do. Does not. There. Like, that's not a good place to be. So many times. But it is complete. Oh my gosh, that is how many you needed to do too. Crazy. Oof. Uh-oh. Doesn't even work out here either. Dang. It's too hard. It's too advanced. Like this is too freeform, man. Oh, nuts. I mean, like, I don't even know what you can get as max. Actually. It's such a weird one, dude. No. There. Oh my gosh. Fudge! No, I moved the wrong one. Shoot. That sucked. How many was that over? Oh, 10. That sucked because I did not mean to move that one, but okay. My B. It was bad. Uh-oh. Huh. Decisions. That wouldn't help either. It literally sucks. I mean, I shouldn't just cop out with the one, but that's what it feels like sometimes, man. It feels better to just leave. And have to live with it. Oof. That's a weird one. Oh, these fucking pipes, dude. Then still won't do it. Ah, damn it. Shoot. Pain. Pain. In the butt. No, dude. Ugh. I'm so mad. Wasted. So is this. Doesn't work. What the heck, man? That's not it. Oh, God. I'm sure, again. It's so obvious. All of you? For me? Hell no. The worst. Mix. Just suction it off against everything. That's the problem. That's what made it not work. That's because it wasn't together. I was like, how can that be functionally possible? That's not it. Especially with that up there. Makes no sense. And this still isn't attached to anything either. Too many. Far too many. 60? Oh my gosh, it'll be done in 36. That's crazy. Alright. But complete 10. Sure. 20. Done. Wow, collection complete. Damn. I wasn't even thinking about that. Let's go. Easy. GG's. I mean, that's really what I was doing, obviously. Okay. But, here we go. I'm not gonna trade anything, though, because I don't have Bestie with me, and I need Bestie. But, you know, it feels like we have a lot. But you see how fast that just disappears, considering how expansive those are? So, in turn, I'm doing this. The treasure of the day. Let's do it. Top hat. Send it. Treasure of the day. Let's get Wish Me Mail. I don't actually know how many we'd be getting. 1. Feels so bad, dude. Big challenges. Yes, I would. Pose in, Bestie. And last but not least, I still don't really understand these. I mean, I know I'm getting extra because of her as well, I think. But I kind of wish it was a little bit more obvious. Because I'm not, again, sure I really understand what it means to have the treasure of the day, and it's like you've done it. And that's kind of it. I don't know. It always confuses me. But let's actually call other Bestie here, because we're going to do the real bigger trades for at least one thing. If not, maybe 2. Got the pillows. Let's get the jewelry. Because we're broke. As broke, dude. So, then again, this counts as towards the city town, and then this counts towards the figures, which again is exuberant. But yes, there are special ones. Again, the base is what's different. And it says uncommon, uncommon. So, yeah. Crazy though. We're not even making a dent, and he didn't want to help out at all, which is a darn shame. But basically, again, that's kind of the gist. I, again, don't know how much fun it was to see me make pipes connect together, but I know it's been a little bit, and really that's kind of what's left as far as gameplay goes for me that's missing in order to get completion for, of course, the city town portion of the game. Of course, you know, it's up to you how you want to spend your time, and, well, it's up to you if you really want the items, which I think the items are great over there. I do think the games are kind of boring. Of course, what really does suck too is if you do not have the Wheatheart Wonderland DLC, let alone Friendship. I don't exactly remember at which stage of Friendship, but it didn't take too long. The leveling worked out for... at least as far as, well, new character goes getting to 35. We'll put it that way. But I guess 33 is where you can get the max. 29. Well, those just show the story. So I think right here, at least for 26, I don't know how long it took me to get to 26, but that is for, of course, when you have the refund for crafting materials as far as, you know, materials go. But for the luck is 19. So technically you get that first, in case you're curious also about, you know, like, oh gosh, do I have to wait till that level? No, that's all for the other part. So then that's there. So it's a little confusing. There's the other luck. I forget how many chances, right? So you get it pretty earlier on. The only part is like when you become a companion. Totally forgot about that. Also, I forgot in general when it came to leveling up, even this ability, until I played a certain crane game and I was like, huh? So there was that too. But you're looking towards the teens at least. But again, it starts at a lower percentage and then it goes up from there. Then, of course, you get the flour for fertilizing at some point mixed in there. But, again, you do have to pay. So, you know, what are you willing to pay, right? What is your standard for how much you want to pay for a game? Different for everybody. As far as, though, what I'm going to do, since it's going to be a little bit till we actually get the other balloons. And I've been rocking these for a bit and haven't actually matched our color palette, if you will, in a hot little bit. I'm gonna do that. Let's go with the dreamy. That's what they look like very quickly. Because it's been a little bit and I've had the plain ones for a little while, so I'm just gonna leave those there. They don't exist. You don't see them because they're imaginary. So who's to say if they do? But that will do it for this next visit that we have here. So again, it's been a decent chunk, so it'll just be one. But who knows in the future if I'm going to combine them again. But again, there's really not a lot for me to do personally. And again, I'm not sure how fun it is to, I mean, minus, you know, of course, I guess, some things, figuring things out. Don't know how fun it is to, again, seeing some of this. It's pretty repetitive in its own way. Again, for the games, the only one that's super repetitive is the running, and thus it just gets faster, so you just have to time your jumps correctly. But other than that, right, it's just you gotta move the pipes in the right direction. You gotta put the mail in the right slot, that is, selecting which island it belongs to. So that's really what I have going for me. Besides, of course, you could say there is a certain other something somewhere that I have yet to do. But as far as, again, the DLC goes, goes for City Town, it's just a collect-a-thon, which it's neither here nor there. But, of course, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let you go. Have fun. Chapoof. And of course, the other bit, sorry, I can't trowel here. Another bit here too is that for the next time, we will hope for the best when it comes to visitors. Again, it will be a Friday for me, so we'll hope for the best on the Friday that is on visiting. I will, of course, jump into the game to tend to the flowers and, of course, tend to the possible appearance of the only visitor that I have, at least at this time, that can come by. Again, hoping for the best, hoping that we can get them to level 4 as far as stars go, and thus then maybe get to 5 this time around and finish them up. Of course, too, if we take a look here, for at least as far as the visitors go, it was hit or miss. This was the huge miss for me, unfortunately, but hopefully you have been luckier on the travels, because, you know, again, when you have Mapu and when you have extra visitors that can come anytime they want, it can make things a little complicated, again, at least as far as my RNG goes. But the RNG is also in the favor of apparently the City Town flowers, and less so other flowers around. But hey, there's still just a wee little bit of time in hopes that maybe we can get something magical going on with, of course, the egg warts, which Again, if it doesn't work out, that's okay. We do have other flowers to hope for. I do see that in the background. I will pick it up off the recording time. So of course, with all, there is to had, to behold, to hope for. What will we see as far as flowers go? And when it comes down to the final bit of the month of May, how many eggs will we walk away with, given that they are a precious commodity? And of course, when it comes to the time and countdown of an update, what will we see when that time comes, especially when it comes to a certain somebody in the water? Hint, hint. I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.